Batman is a better man than all of us because he could watch the Joker blow up 5 hospitals full of women and children for no reason and make it out with 0 mental illnesses, 0 psychological disorders, 0 tear shed. He just gonna put that bat suit right back on and go back to beating up fentanyl addicts for 10 straight hours in the middle of a random Tuesday night. Were the last 2 punches for his parents? Should have hit him 2 more times. I support all violence, you know me. No therapy, no killing, no meds, just hands and feet in a multi-million-dollar bat suit. Does it have an end? Like, when does he say, oh, it's time for me to retire? Why does he have so much time at night? If you're a billionaire, you're running $1 billion, probably $1 trillion company, you have all this time at night to beat up crackheads? I don't get it. But hey, he's using his time how he wants to. It is what it is. Actually, the problem is not Batman. It's these people that decided to live in the worst city in human history. Why did you think it would be a good idea to raise children in Arkham City? You've seen coffee shops getting blown up with bombs with question marks on them and said, I should definitely start a family here.
Surely nothing bad will happen.
I don't even know how Gotham City or Arkham City even has residents in the first place. Who is looking to live here? I can see if you living in the trenches, Section 8 housing. I can understand, you can't leave, but I'm talking about people with the white picket fence and a golden retriever living the American dream. How does anybody feel safe? There's literally 5 active domestic terrorist groups carrying out acts of terrorism every weekend. And the leaders of one of them, if not the strongest,
is an anorexic clown.
Bro, I don't even know what to tell you. All them billions and you can't afford a private prison in the Batcave? Sure, that's what I'll be doing. Villain's lucky I don't got one. And Batman is a way better man than me. Sure, I'll be in there waterboarding the Joker for fun, just to do it. So I walk in that room, you already know what time it is, Joker. Get on that table, open that mouth. Wait, hold on. That's not. Look, I open up Penguin Cage and beat 10 out of him for no reason. He's gonna average 1 black eye per week. He's gonna be begging for me to stop. Then I'll be like, nah, what happened to those kids you blew up last Friday? Exactly. And punch him again. Then he gonna have 2 black eyes. Matter of fact, wait, Batman is not better than any of us. Hold on. He'll watch 75 children get mass murdered in front of his face and do absolutely nothing. Lock the man up that did it in the most low budget prison on earth. Talking about some, oh, take him to Arkham Asylum. He locked the man up that did it even though he know he gonna break out tomorrow. It makes no sense. Doesn't that make him worse than us? Wait, hold on. Stop the music. Could you imagine you as a family man going to sleep on a nice summer night, the AC is blasting, direct deposit just hit, you got plans for tomorrow, you deep in your sleep and you hear a noise that wakes you straight out of your sleep. Your son or your daughter's at the doorway screaming and crying, talking, oh my God, something's wrong with other siblings, something's wrong with other siblings. You waking up, your wife is screaming, you screaming,
what happened, what happened?
You jumping through the halls, running past the rooms, trying to get to their room, finally get to the room, you see your son on the floor seizing, having the most violent seizure you've ever seen in your life. You pick your son's seasoned body up, you look at your wife like, bro, start the car, what are you doing staring? You try to get some slides on, you run out the door, you almost hit your son's head on the side of the door. All the doors is open, you throw him in the car, you hop in the front seat and let the velocity of you backing up at 400 miles per hour slam all the doors shut. You hit the road, it's 3 in the morning, you weaving through traffic, speeding down the street like you in a Fast and Furious scene. Cars is honking at you, people screaming at you, you almost hit somebody's grandma, you yelling at everybody to get out the way. You finally get to the hospital, you forget to take the keys out the ignition, pull open the back door like you carjacking a nigga in GTA, you pull your son out, you run inside the hospital, you telling all the nurses to save your son. The nurses see your son seized and they telling everybody to get a bed ready. It start feeling like you in a final episode of Grey's Anatomy. They telling you to stay out the room, they gotta run tests. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? Is my son gonna be okay? You realize your wife has been there the whole time. She's screaming and crying. You start realizing you gotta man up and calm her down. Now everybody's panicking. You pacing through the emergency room hoping your son's alive. They come out 30 minutes later and say they gotta run tests through the night and everybody should go home. You tell your wife, oh, you should go home. You stay there the whole night. Nothing happens. They tell you gotta go home because they gotta run tests for the next 3 days. After 3 days of praying next to your bedside, they finally tell you your son could come home. You on the phone with your wife, oh my God, we're gonna see our son again, we're gonna see our son, this is the best day of my life. You run out the door, you all happy, you get in the car, you peacefully driving down the street, ready to see your son again. You turn the corner to the hospital and half the building is gone. You see fire trucks everywhere, you see doctors crying, breaking down, you see mothers screaming, dads yelling at police. You start to feel like you just entered the 6th gate of hell as you driving through thick black smoke, hoping your son made it out. You hop out the car, you yelling at police, where's my son, where's my son? And they telling you, sir, listen, half the building was leveled by C4, you might have to go home. We don't know if he made it out or not. You break down and go limp, fall to your knees crying like Aaron in that one scene of Attack on Titan. Doctors trying to pick you up and comfort you. Police trying to figure out if they should arrest you or not. You start getting overwhelmed with emotions talking about, who did it? I'll kill him. Then they tell you, sir, this was a domestic terrorist attack by the Joker and his army. You're gonna have to go home. Batman is in pursuit. You sit there knowing you powerless to go up against the Joker because everybody in Arkham City or Gotham City knows his power. Then you see the Batmobile come speeding back to the hospital. You see Batman hop cop out with the Joker. Joker's laughing himself deeper into insanity, telling Batman how he's too weak and he's gonna do it again. And then Batman sitting there with his same corny lines talking about,
"It's over, Joker."
You see Batman speaking to Commissioner Gordon, so you run over to him screaming, "My son was killed and all you can do is arrest him? He's escaped 6 times this year. We all see it on the news. Can't you just put him out for good?" And then Batman sitting there with zero emotions like always talking about,
"If I kill him, I'll be no better than him."
You sitting there looking at him with the most disgusted, deranged face you've ever had in your life, and you say, "If you kill him, you'll be no better than him. Do I look like I give a f-?" You completely out of your mind, so you trying to attack Batman, but police arrest you. You on the ground crying and screaming, and Batman just staring at you. And he says,
"Let him go. Take him home."
Eventually, they take you home. After 1 month of crying, depression, and prayer, you finally come back home after a long emotional funeral. You sit down and watch some TV to distract yourself, and you see big letters. Breaking news. The Joker has escaped Arkham Asylum. What would you do? But Batman is a better man than all of us? Okay, no, he ain't better than me. Wait, I said that.